Well, good morning. It's a little after 6:30 here, and the sun's rising on this side, and Old Faithful's right here. So hopefully we're here. We see a bunch of employees. Hopefully we're here before most folks wake up, and we mostly get the boardwalk to ourselves. There's a couple other early birds. The weather is chilly, but not too bad. We really are here at the perfect time.
Yes.
End of September. Old Faithful here. I'm sure we'll see the eruption from down the walk here, but that's all right. We'll go back and see it in bright daylight, but you can see the pink forming down there in the sky. How beautiful is that? Oh man, sure is gorgeous. It's a quiet little creek right here. I noticed that over here, there doesn't seem to be as many fumaroles, or at least we haven't run across them. There's less and less mud pits. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, some boiling over more than others. Wow. You'd think it would be nice and warm out here. Nope, not yet.
It's not as chilly as yesterday morning, though.
No. Funny enough, I could not sleep last night. I think it's the elevation. I would like slow down my breathing. My body would go, nope. No. You wake up. Look at that reflection off the. Look at that. Yeah, I think the elevation's just. It's a very subtle sunrise. You won't be able to make them out very well. Right over here, a little bison grazing first thing in the morning.
There's two of them.
Oh yeah, one on the other side of the field. Look at that. This cool little volcano. I do imagine if you were trying to describe this place, no photos, no videos, and nobody to corroborate your story, I would be willing to bet people would think you're lying.
I think you're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the earth just sort of opens up and little pools of acid. You know what I mean? These two must be connected. As one slows down, the other does as well. Huh. Ooh, that was more violent. Jeez. Look at that.
I always forget how slippery these boardwalks are in the morning.
Yeah, they are. Look at those trees up there. They're all like just pure white. Oh, that is something. Wow. This would be so magical to see in the snow, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But there's a big one. So actually the blue is very, extremely hot, exceeding 199 degrees at this elevation. And the more brown is the cooler. Huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can see actually they would be kind of connected, wouldn't they? That's neat.
This is the giant geyser. It has not erupted since November of 2023. So I don't think that we're gonna see it today.
Wow.
But
I wonder if it just if the opening in the passages just got large enough. Oh yeah, I mean that one's bubbling over there.
when it erupts, it reaches heights of 200 to 250 feet. Dang. It can last from 1 to 1.5 hours. That's so much pressure that has to build in order for that to happen. There's a bison right there on the side of the road. Right on the side of the path.
His tail. He's just cautious. The irony of him being in front of the sign. I'm glad to have this 80 to 200 millimeter. It's an F4, but if it were like an F2.8, it would be so huge. And this is heavy enough, it's hard to get steady shots, let's say. The video clips, I mean, I can bring a tripod, but now we're adding more equipment, it's gonna be slower, and this is nice enough. Well, I think we've compensated for all the times we've not seen any bison.
I agree. All
right, let's go watch Old Faithful. It was a great visit, and we did get to watch Old Faithful. It seems like the intervals, I think there's some record of that, the intervals between the pressure release, the big spurting, is it's getting a little wider there, a little more distance there. So,
but we like got right up to the viewing point right before it blew. Like it was like perfect timing.
That was great.
We got there.
Yep. So we are going to head out. We did pick up a magnet. What do we get?
We did not get one that matches the national parks kind of theme because we already have one. So we got a nice bison because we've seen more bison on this trip than any other trip through Yellowstone.
And it's just been wonderful, wonderful trip.
Yes.
Every time we come back though, it's been a different experience. It's only getting better. And now we have more spots that we know we like.
Yeah.
The Northeast in particular. So, but you can only access that from certain times. So we're gonna head out. We're gonna head south to Grand Teton National Park. And from what I recall, they don't have like a main entrance, but we already got a map. So.
Joel got thrown at him by a park ranger.
She's like,
I was
like, is there an entrance center where we can get a map for Grand Teton National Park? And she goes, you mean this? Tosses it to me. I was like, she goes, you got one of these too? And she just rips off one of these white paper maps. That's really funny. Oh, they're a hoot here. But I think she might have been one of the folks. It's her last day because seasonality, right? But yeah, let's get on the road. Grand Teton might not be quite as immersive, but it is, in my opinion, just as impressive.
It's a beautiful park.
Beautiful park. We're here in Coulter Bay. This area, there's an RV park and a campground, different things apparently. There's a marina here. Right over here. We'll see about getting lunch there later on. Let's go down to the marina first because it is so beautiful. Seriously guys, how do you beat this? This is just, this whole range, just amazing. Of course, there are hikes out here. I think it's more so one of those things that they wanted to protect these mountains in order for folks just to be able to drive through and enjoy the scenery. Maybe go fishing. That would be nice. You can grab fuel, snacks, all that good stuff out here. I'm sure worms and such. Nice enough bay, marina in this little bay here, but not very busy.
Not right now, not the end of September.
That's amazing. That is beautiful. Now, last time we were here, we drove through the campground. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Want to go do that again?
Let's go right through it.
It's neat because they go, this is where we should build our visitor centers. This is where we should build a campground because you'll get the best experience. So why not experience it?
Yeah.
All right, we're kind of at the front of this RV park. And
not very far.
Like
maybe.
a 5 minute walk? Yeah. Yeah.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Have a good day. Cute little scamp there. And so this is interesting. So this is the RV park here. And we're seeing a lot more fifth wheels. I mean, that Brinkley over there, that's a massive travel trailer. A lot more diesel pushers.
And fifth wheels.
Tiffin, yeah. Teton, I mean, in Yellowstone, I don't think we saw hardly any fifth wheels at all. Am I mistaken?
Not many.
I don't recall seeing any diesel pushers. So
We saw a lot. Well, we saw a lot more Class C's and
yeah.
travel trailers in Yellowstone.
And in here, so they cleared out a little bit more of the forest. Look at a good example. But they have a lot of RV sites here. Sheesh. I mean, I can see why this would be popular. You know, you can probably find something a little easier. I mean, it's nice enough. Golly, some of these rigs are massive. Okay, let's go down this one here. So, you know, your neighbor's not right at your, you know, you open your door, there's their slide. Kind of nice. They are a little bit staggered and diagonal. Yeah. I mean, and it looks like many of them, unlike the campground, I think the campground, that's the big difference. The campground's gonna be boondocking, whereas this guy has 50, 30, and looks like 20 amp service. In water and sewer, so full hookups here. Yeah, these are not bad, you know, terrible sites. You have some tables at each one does have a table, I think. And the Integra Odyssey here. Let's see, oh, an Arctic Fox trailer. A host camper, those are heavy. They're nice. I like the reflective material on the windows as well. Very nice, but very heavy. A lot of trailers in here. They seem like they're getting smaller and smaller the farther back we go.
You do.
Although, there's
Joel.
Oh, 3 of these guys. Oh, I scared them. Oh, there's another one. I see. Hi, buddy. I didn't scare that one. Oh man, hey, there's a first for everything. They basically turned that truck camper into both a hauler for their Jeep and a fifth wheel. Look at that sucker.
Intense.
That's cool. Hey, that's a nice trailer too. Yeah, there's a big old Integra coach. Cornerstone, yep. That suckers. Ooh, those are pricey and huge. They got them in here, no problem. So if you're looking for something around here, you know, there you go. Not a bad option. There's an OVR. We looked at those. Kind of neat. I like the window up there, but that would have been terrible in Vegas. DynaQuest. Whew. Yeah, I do wish the Airstreams had more of a mirrored finish from the factory. That'd be nice. That's just like my first Airstream, actually. A 23-foot corner bed. Yeah, we'll head back towards the front. I just want to see what the prices are here. And how did you, oh, they used a suction cup to mount their flag. That's a nice idea. Oh, there's one of those river ranches that if we were ever looking for a fifth wheel, those suckers, whew. All the storage on the bottom, those are heavy though.
That's way more than we ever need.
We watched people tow these and we were following one guy on the way in and he had a 101-inch wide body fifth wheel. That's a lot, that is a lot. If we couldn't do it the way that we travel. I feel like if we were gonna have one, we'd wanna park it somewhere. If we're gonna park it somewhere, we'd just get like a destination unit.
Right.
Not enough fiberglass units. I noticed we'd seen many fiberglass Scamps, Casitas, and even one Escape. I think it was an Escape 21 on in Yellowstone on the road there. And they're smaller. They're lighter, they're more nimble. So maybe that's why we saw them out in Yellowstone. We're not seeing them too much here, except for the one little cute little guy there. Oh, those are adorable, little 13-footer.
I feel like the only problem I have with this kind of, like this RV park specifically, or campground, whatever you call it, is that you can't actually see the Tetons.
You cannot see the Tetons, although the other campground, I don't think you can either. We'll have to go bike over there. All right, there you are. You can get propane here, that's nice to know. But here's some of the prices. So for like a long site, 136, 64. Shorter electric site, 92, 96. So they may not all have, you know, full hookups, it looks like. They're all a little different, but they do have an electric site senior / access pass. So if you're a senior, there you go. It's kind of nice. It drops the price down to 61 a night. This is definitely what I would consider like a premium spot. It's a little more bougie. I mean, it's nice enough for, I've never seen an RV park like it. Let's go over to the campground though. Check that out. And they might have the fees there too. So I was correct in my assumption. No hookups here at the campground, And it looks like it's a pretty big campground, actually.
Yeah, there's like A through O loops.
A lot of loops. Apparently, the prices here, they're about $66 a night. You have to reserve them online. It's all federal, although there's a private company that like contracts to run the other one. But if you needed a law enforcement, national park rangers are gonna come either way. And so 66 versus 136, unless you have that pass. If you have the pass, you might as well stay at the RV park. But the gal said the views are better over here, which I'm inclined to believe her.
Yeah.
And it looks like the forest is a lot more dense out here. So let's swing through. What does this look like? There's group campground, hiker, bicyclist campsite. Okay, so that might be the only option if you don't have an RV. That makes a good sense.
So some of these loops actually have signs that say no generator use. So you think you have to plan accordingly if you're gonna use your generator or not, and then choose a site so that you're not bothering anybody else.
We just saw somebody with some interesting, a really interesting solar array. We'll have to share that. But I would be willing to bet this side, as we're coming in, on the right, the east side perhaps, it seems like I didn't see a no generator.
No, the no generator's gonna be on the left side.
So yeah, this is loop K. Man, they go all the way down here.
Seems like they're kind of clearing out these back loops, moving everybody forward.
That makes good sense. I wonder how long folks stay here. Because I know the National Forest, it's like 14 days.
Loop L, no generators.
Oh, no generator. Okay, so it's not east-west. There's somebody way down there. Okay, so no generators over here. You do have your facilities over here. And look at what we found. The first loop we choose, got an Escape 19 here. Look at that guy. Oh, I like the rear lights. I got some solar on there. Fun. I wonder if that's the Escape that we saw in the Yellowstone.
Maybe.
It's totally possible. That's funny. Yeah, the first one we choose. I haven't seen too many Escapes. I will say the nice thing, they give you a lot more space here. And for example, if you're in this loop, you don't see your neighbor on that side. So if you only hung out, on your door side, you don't have any neighbors. You have nice picnic tables, fire pit, fire ring, all that good stuff.
I think you just have more space to yourself here versus the other side.
That's a nice spot. Yeah, no, I agree. That's a nice spot right there. Oh yeah, might be able to make that out in the distance. But look at the beautiful mountains out there.
You can actually see them from this side.
Yeah, I couldn't see them in the RV park for whatever reason. That's, wow. I gotta say though, if we're doing this trip, we're staying for at least 3 nights. Oh, yeah, not too bad. Oh, they have some, there's a generator here. Quiet for 3,500 relative to its competition. Oh, no more mountain though. But yeah, look at how lovely this is. They also give you the bear containers. So stay bear aware. I will never get enough of the beautiful fall foliage. My goodness.
I was looking for an apple orchard or like cider donuts place for us to go to in Wyoming, and I am not seeing that there are any.
Yet.
But I'm also wondering,
Colorado.
I read somewhere about how it has to do with the bears. Like they don't want to do the apples because it attracts a lot of bears.
Oh, interesting. Well, they would come in for the fruit, right? Get that glucose.
So I wonder if we will find one.
Yeah, we may or may not be going through Colorado. So, we'll guess. We'll find out. Last time we were in Colorado, they were a lot windier, a lot colder, but kind of a similar, ooh, they got their American flag flying back there. But they have kind of a similar landscape to Washington in a way. So maybe some farms out there.
Maybe. I'm hoping so. We love that fall activity site kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so check out this Forester. Now you guys know we have a big, decent size array. For what it is, our bus is a gray array. These guys are using the flexible solar panels there. Hey, it does the trick. Those look like Jackery units. That's kind of cool. Gets you the power, right? Mounted their Starlink with suction cups. We donated our flexible solar panels because we got the big ones on the bus. However, I am a big fan of the flexible solar panels.
Yeah.
For ground deploy, not for, permanent mounting, but yeah, so, oh, speaking of solar, hello. I take it this is a no generator side.
I think so.
Yeah. All sorts of rigs in here. What fun. I'm sure I've asked this before. Do you guys, when you guys go out boondocking or camping, or if you head to courtside especially, do you enjoy just like roaming around, checking out other people's rigs, seeing what, like suction cups and Starlink, or how they mount their flag or whatever? Solar in particular is interesting to me. If you guys like to do that, check out the other rigs. All right. Big old, oh, 2 big old rigs there. Watch for their tail swing. Sundance by Heartland. I have never seen anything like it.
The catio.
It's a Chateau Catio. Look at that. That is
So cool.
very unique. Man, I wonder if it's one of the workers here, but oh, that's cool. I mean, talk about doing the most for your kitties. I wonder, they must have like, no, I guess they probably wouldn't have even had a cut a hole. They just have their fan opening there, right?
Yeah, just take the fan out.
I want to ask. I want some photos of that. Gotta see the inside. Have you guys seen something like that? I sure have not.
That's hilarious.
That's some dedication to the kitties.
I think those are campground hosts because those are the only sites in here that have hookups.
Yep.
So I think those are like the campground host people who work here.
What? There was also one on the side. I think the person was in their van, so I didn't want to creep too hard, you know, but how fun was that? I do have to say, I think we have the best view of all. Look at that. That's something. Beautiful out here. Oh, there's a little schoolie from Vermont. Oh, what a beauty. John Coulter's Ranch House Restaurant and Bar. Yeah, I remember this being so reasonably priced that it didn't make sense, which is why we're going back.
Yeah.
I mean, for a national, some of the stuff in the national park is quite reasonable. Or you, for example, from Costco, $42.99 for our 2 things of bear spray. A single version of the exact same thing, $50.
What time is it?
1:30 exactly. At the risk of copyright flagging for the music in the background, here's the menu here. Now we have a limited menu because of the time that we're here. It's just kind of after lunch but before dinner, so we're here at the bar. Kind of a nice spot, not too bad. A little more limited menu, but burger and what did you get? Pulled pork?
No, I got Yardbird chicken sandwich.
Yeah, that should be pretty good.
All right, here we go. Yardbird chicken sandwich and a nice burger for Joel.
This feels like it's like the fanciest fast food we've ever had. You know what's funny? There was another gentleman in there talking about how excellent the food was and how it was like the best national parks restaurant.
Right.
And the bartender goes, well, that's kind of sad. And I'm like, take the compliment.
He's like, I'm proud and I'm sad that that's disappointing that that's how it is.
Like, they should all be great. He goes, these are our national parks. I'm inclined to agree. But it's also like, yeah, that was excellent.
That chicken sandwich was so good. That chicken sandwich, hear me out on this one, rivals the Hard Rock Cafe messy sandwich the first time I had it. Which I was like, that is like 12 out of 10 chicken sandwich.
Yes. They put a weird like cranberry thing on it, and I wouldn't have thought that would work, but it actually did.
It did. I think there was a tad, I think that where I ranked the messy at like a 12 out of 10, I ranked this at like an 11 out of 10 because that cranberry sauce was just a little too much. I did choose to get it without the goat cheese. I got it with
the goat cheese wouldn't have been as good.
If you like goat cheese, I bet it would have been good, but I just don't like goat cheese. So I got white cheddar instead.
And we sat there and chatted with one of the employees that was like, she's off for the season, and so I guess they go from here because it's a contract company or something like that, and they serve the whole park. And so they have like a week where they do something a little different, and then the executives come in and then serve these guys, which is, she was so excited about that, and I was like, yeah, I get that.
So I think we got in here right at the nick of time because they actually close after breakfast on Sunday, and today's Friday.
We timed it just beautifully.
Yeah. So they close after breakfast on Sunday here, and then the lodge down the street, like 6 to 8 minutes down the street, they're open for one more week. So then all next week, and then they close too. So everything's shutting down out here. So we're hitting it like just at the nick of time.
Great timing, and I could not be more grateful.
Yeah.
Because this is just wonderful. But our conversation, we talked about everything from, I mean, a little politics, a little, what happened during 2020, and
conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I mean, we hit it all. You don't always expect that everywhere you go, you'll find people of like mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
and like experience, let's say.
Yeah.
And I think that's ultimately what we concluded is that it's just amazing. Oh, it's a good time.
Well, she did show us, and this is interesting because we didn't realize that this happened all year round, but she said, I have a picture from Grand Teton National Park with snow from every month of the year.
Yeah. She showed us one from like the beginning of September, and she's like, yeah, it snows at night, and then by the mid-morning it's gone.
Right.
But you're talking like real snow, and I was very impressed. That she's like, yeah, it'll be the middle of July, and it just got all the snow. So, and it has to do with the elevation. It can just be such a wide swing because it can get pretty dang hot here.
Right.
Well, anywho, that was so wonderful. Good food. Great people. Like, what? You can't beat it. So we are going to continue on. We're going to take one route. There's one road that I don't know that we've ever taken before. Am I mistaken about that?
I don't know. We may have done it one time. So there's one road that kind of hugs the lakes, and then there's one road that hugs the river. And so we're going to do the road that hugs the lakes today. And it's really actually not that long. Like, this whole thing is only like
25 miles?
From where we are right now to like the end of like the last visitor center on the south side is like 25 miles.
Yeah.
So it really won't take us that long to get there.
No, and then we have to find, so we'll probably somewhere around Jackson Hole, Wyoming, we will go ahead and find, we got to find something out there. It's like 2 hours from here to one spot that seemed like a reasonable spot for us on freecampsites.net.
There was one spot that we stayed right outside, like I think it was just between Grand Tetons and Jackson Hole.
I don't think we were supposed to.
In that parking lot?
No, we weren't supposed to.
Okay, well that's a good spot.
That was a nice spot, but actually that's where we made one video that got pretty popular, but people did not care for it.
And then we moved over, to the ski lodge right the day we watched people ride horses.
Oh, that was wonderful.
This is the one place I think I would pay to go ride horses.
Maybe, yeah, but you can only imagine. I mean, if 2 things of ice cream is like $40, $30, yeah, a horse ride is probably $3,000. Man, oh man, Grand Teton National Park, top 5 for us.
Yeah.
I mean, easily top 5. One of the coolest things, and we could talk for hours about this, one of the coolest things about this national park, other than the fact that it's been preserved because it's just so beautiful. You can still interact with the mountain and such. It's very intense. You need to have some experience. But it's the fact that the tectonic plates are constantly shifting. And not only are the mountains getting taller, but the ground, the plains around there are getting, they're shorter and shorter and shorter, lower in elevation, I should say.
Yeah, they're like sinking.
And the mountains legitimately just shoot out of the ground. They do. There's nothing, there's not, what do you call it, foreground, whatever it is. That's incredible. I just,
like the rolling hills before the mountains kind of thing.
I don't know why that's not coming to me right now, but you guys know what I mean. So it is incredible. As a matter of fact, we are home for the evening, and that's our front porch. What? This is the view. Actually, this is a national elk refuge. That is
That's
You
cool.
can't beat it, right? So, yes, all that said, we're gonna hang out here and enjoy some of these views. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.